Welcome back to the Afterlife SMP Season 3. I've got my elytras, I've got my firework rockets, and I am ready to do a world tour and look at everybody's fabulous bases. So let's get right into it. Starting off alphabetically with AllOutJay's base. Now in terms of build quality, this really isn't too impressive. I mean, it is just a renovated oak village, although it does make sense since Jay doesn't get a huge amount of time on the server, since he is the one who actually runs it. But this does actually have a pretty interesting backstory. You see, this is where one of the, if not the most successful shops on the server was born, Jay's R Us. And as you can see over here, this is his villager trading hall, and this has supplied pretty much the entire server with enchanted books. This is Ash's first base, and fun fact, this was actually going to originally be a joint base for me and him. I have actually built a couple of farms in the near area over here, but I see this as some kind of experimental fantasy base with all kinds of weird and wacky clashing styles, and it's really interesting to look at. There are so many different building styles, different custom trees, different custom mushrooms at different scales as well. I mean, behind this there's this giant door which is a bit weird, but it works really nicely to create this really magical looking place. And there are also some technical farms, a storage system, all kinds of things. So this does function quite nicely as a base, although I don't think it is really his main base, which we'll look at in a moment. Ash base 2 out of 3, his nether base, and he chose a really dangerous spot for this. We have to battle piglins and hoglins and all sorts to get to this base. It's pretty insane. I've died here quite a few times already. I don't have time to explore this place, otherwise I'm gonna get my 445th death. But this is a pretty cool place. I do like the style. It does work really nicely with the Crimson Forest, and I kind of want to get out of here as soon as possible. Ash's main base is his jungle base, and it really is a true representation of him as a builder. It is an amalgamation of colors and shapes and textures and all kinds of things like that, and it works really nicely to create this almost mystical jungle little palace just right on the edge of the coast. I love it so much. Yeah, it looks really nice, and I can't wait to see what he comes up with in the future. Blondskunk's steampunk base is fine. In fact, it's awesome actually. Yes, this place is huge. Look at this, all of this terrain, all these hot air balloons filling the sky, all the build styles and trees and everything. It really makes this place look super full and detailed, and I love it. He's put so much time and effort into this base. He is definitely one of the best builders on the server, and he's put so much effort into making this place feel complete. And you can really feel that as you fly around and walk around and just explore it for yourself. Hugh's main base is definitely one of the most obscure and unique places on the entire server, and it is brilliant. As you may know, Hugh is definitely one of the more technical players on this server, and he has dug out using TNT duplication machines, and I cannot say that word for the life of me. He's used it to dig out this huge perimeter, and then he's flooded it at the bottom to mob proof it, and it looks incredible. Then right in the center, he has built, yes, a huge room, and the main thing that makes this room really special is the fact that it actually exists in real life. He 3D scanned his dormitory when he was living there, and he actually copied it into Minecraft, and it looks amazing. Look at it. Encased in a wall of birch is HughBone's second base called Snake City, and I will add right here that this place isn't meant to be taken 100% seriously. I mean, it's literally a bunch of snakes just going through holes and pipes and things. But this place actually looks really cool, especially from a ground viewpoint. I mean, all these really funky, wacky shapes that would definitely topple over in real life as buildings look really cool, and I especially like the grayscale palettes with all the colourful windows. HughBone definitely isn't someone who would classify himself as a builder. He is definitely more of a technical player, but despite that, he's managed to create a really interesting, unique place in the server. And I really do not know how he comes up with these ideas. Out of all of the bases on the server, GP, the greatest Polish guy, has the best base in terms of setting and theming and all of that jazz, because I just love this post-apocalyptic, dystopian, militaristic style base set deep in the jungle. It's just really inspirational to me, and it's definitely one of the more unique styles of base, something you really don't see every day. He's really pulled this place together, but I think the main thing that makes this place so interesting is the number of storylines and lore and stuff that has taken place here. So all of this is incredible. And it's really a testament to him as a builder and a content creator and a storyteller. This is Jagiero's base, and honestly, this is so impressive. It's impeccable. Look at all of this. This is some kind of evil Gothic vampire castle, and it looks so good with all of the nether brick and the purple terracotta, the Blackstone. Everything about this comes together so nicely, and it's really, really amazing looking. But I think the main thing that shows his dedication to this build is the fact he's been on pretty much literally every day just grinding this out right until the very end of the server. It's been insane. He's literally on right now, and I'm sure he's probably over somewhere here building something. Welcome to Justin's house, and also if you remember that TV show, let me know down below with a comment. But this place is a technical masterpiece. Look at all of these super smelters and things. There's this survey building right opposite it, and it's a really efficient super smelter. I've seen it in his videos. Over here, there's actually a ruined village, one of those ghost villages things, which is actually a really rare structure in game. Over here, there's the Blackstone Monolith and a drowned farm. Inside the Blackstone Monolith over here, there's a basalt and stone farm, but this place just comes together really nicely. It definitely fulfills a lot of technical requirements, and it definitely supplies quite a few shops, and it just works really well as a base all in all. This place is so adorable! No, not the greenhouse built by Kafers, the Kraken built by Wintertooth. This place is so cute. I do love how it looks, just situated in the desert. It's a really nice, quaint seaside little town place with some cute little desert houses, a really nice greenhouse. Over here as well, there's this plains village for villager trading. But all in all, this is just a really neat base situated in the desert, and the Kraken is really just the cherry on top. It looks amazing. Welcome to Zope Island, or at least that's what I'm gonna call it in this video. Yeah, this is Kenny's base, and Kenny is actually our most recent member. He hasn't been able to play on the server for a huge amount of time, for the fact he hasn't really been on the server for a huge amount of time. So it's really amazing how he's managed to pull off such an amazing looking build. But I think the most special thing about this build is the fact you can go right down into the end, because this is situated right on top of an end portal. KingZee's base is in the Arctic plains of a snowy plains biome, and this is unfortunately an incomplete plan of a castle. I really wish he did have more time, but unfortunately life can get in the way sometimes, because this place looks like it would have been really epic, but unfortunately it's just the outline of one. And then over here is his ice mage tower thing, which looks really cool. I can imagine it's some kind of corrupt source of power that's frozen this entire landscape. Oh, it's so cool. I think out of all of the bases on the server, Kyle Blane's is my favorite one to just walk around on foot and explore. There are so many cool little Easter eggs and things hidden down weird paths and things, such as our heads scattered around the server. If there's one place on the Afterlife server that you can really call a base, it is Puff's base. I'm just going to give you the first-hand experience right now of jumping into Puff's place. This is amazing. In fact, I think the interior alone of Puff's base is a work of art. This is beautiful, all of the colors, all of the patterns, all the blocks, everything. It genuinely looks amazing. And that's just the inside. You go outside and there's a huge monolith supported by 4 unique Atlantis-style pillars. This is Pufflantis, of course, surrounded by perimeter. And I think on top of that, there are so many different farms as well, such as this Guardian farm. There's also a super smelter and stuff inside. Since Puff is definitely more of a technical player, this base really suits him, and it is truly a work of art. And that's not even an overstatement. This is truly beautiful. This interior alone is something to gawp at. Now, Runic's base is pretty small because he is a very busy man, which is totally understandable. Life does get in the way and all sorts of things can happen. And it's totally okay to have a small base every once in a while. It doesn't really matter. But this one is still a pretty cute one. I do like how it looks. And right in the middle of the mesa, we've got these tents and carts and things, this campsite and stuff. And I do think it would have looked really cool if it were expanded upon. I'm gonna say it now. SquareMario's base is a literal masterpiece. This thing is incredible. All of these colors, the bricks, the sandstone, the dark blue, everything just really pops out on the savannah biome, and it looks amazing. This Tuscan inspired palace works really nicely, and it just looks amazing. There are so many places to explore, so many paths, so many details. Honestly, if you're going to grab the world download, there are so many places to explore, and this is definitely one of them. I highly recommend you just take a bit of time to just walk around this place and look at all of the minute details and everything you can find in this place. This is KB's base. He's my other main neighbor over here. And I think the thing that's really special about KB's base is all of the stories and things that this has held. There are so many interesting things. Things like the rocket factory, the building competition for interiors where Kafers and Blondskunk built all these interiors, and I judged them, and I think that was probably my favorite Afterlife video, to be honest. And I judged the interiors. Spoilers, Kafers won that one. No surprises there. But this is a really interesting base in terms of lore and things. But I also do really like the build style. It is pretty small and quaint, but I do like the block palettes and things, the trees, everything about it, the terraforming. This is a really interesting base, and I do think it looks really sweet on the edge of the coast, and also quite industrial as well. Tinkfro! This is Tinkfro's amazing museum base, and this is pretty much the epitome of Tinkfro himself. I mean, all this philosophical, historical, mathematical stuff, that's definitely right up his alley. So it doesn't really surprise me that he decided to make this really well-designed, intricately historical and geographical museum, which takes a look at all of the different Minecraft biomes, loads of different special blocks and items and things across the server's history. But there's also some other things added onto this base as well. At the front of the base here is a really cool medieval style village, I guess, or Tudor style village or something like that. I really like the colors here. It looks especially nice at night with all of the bunting and things hanging across the street. I especially like this view where it's going up to the museum. Oh my gosh, that looks great, like some kind of amazing high street. Yeehaw! Howdy y'all, welcome to the RunicTitan in Wild West, and my terrible American accent. This is WhiteFyr's base right in the slap bang center of the mesa, and this looks amazing, just sat right on top of the canyons. I do love these typical wooden structures that are very faithful to the typical classic Western style architecture, and I do also love the amazing wheat fields over here, as well as the hundreds upon hundreds of cows, which really tear my frame rate. And as we approach these beautiful looking medieval style fields, we approach Wintertooth's quote unquote starter base. Now I say quote unquote because I don't even think he's sure whether he considers this a base or just a starter base, because he built this very early on in the server and then slowly expanded it across the entire season. And then he created what I guess he considers his main base. But this place is amazing. It's a pirate castle and village across the banks of a river. And it has all sorts of hidden secrets in this forest and this town over here. The docks, the pirate ship, all of these amazing pirate style houses over here. So many cool little details, so many paths going here and there. This is amazing. Welcome to the USS Enterprise, built by Wintertooth 100. This thing is so cool, and it's really faithful to the Star Trek movies as far as I can tell. I haven't actually seen the Star Trek movies, but after seeing the space, I think I probably should at some point. And let's also take a look at this. This was a prank built by Kafers in retaliation to Winter's Kraken, and I have no idea what it is. I think it's another thing from Star Trek, but it's pretty cool. And it looks like it sort of would latch onto this spaceship, so that's pretty cool. And of course, I couldn't finish off this mid-season world tour without showing you one last time all of the progress I've done these past few weeks on the server. I am so pleased. I've absolutely been grinding it out, doing all of these houses, these wheat fields, this terrain, everything, and genuinely I am so pleased with everything I've accomplished on this base. Obviously it isn't 100% complete. I do hope in the next few episodes I'll be able to finish off adding some windows and things here, adding some interiors, because I really don't have many interiors. But apart from that, I feel like I'm actually pretty much done with this build. And honestly, out of all of the years I've played Minecraft, which is coming up to 8 now, which is pretty insane to think about, this is easily the best thing I have ever built in this game, and I'm so pleased with it. Now, there was actually one thing I wanted to show you, one of the interiors in this castle, and that is the observatory, because we actually have a working telescope. Let's take a quick look at it. Did you see that? Oh, that was a meteor. That's literally coming right towards us. I need to go to spawn. I need to see if we can, how close it is. I mean, we were looking through a telescope. Surely it's not that close. I mean, it might even miss the server for all we know. It might not even hit it. I mean, it should be fine. But I do need to alert the other members still. How close is it? Oh my gosh! It's about to hit the town hall! The server's about to end! I cannot fix this! Wait. Okay. When I did my Guy Fawkes stuff, I swore that I would bury my stuff in this tomb when the server came down, or when I died, whichever came first. And to be fair, I have actually died 444 times, and I haven't fulfilled that oath just yet. But oh man, I need to really quickly finish this off. Okay, that should be fine. Mine's this one over here, right in the center. I need to get out. I need to escape. I don't think I can alert the other members in time. It's literally about to hit. Don't worry. I remember telling you something a few episodes ago. I actually have a secret on this server. Well, it's not really a secret anymore. I have a TARDIS hidden in the backyard, or the back garden of my starter house. I can access that, and it's too late to go back in time and save this place. I wish I could, but this is a fixed point now. It is literally about to destroy the town hall. I need to go in here and escape one more time. It's been a while since I've been here. I wish I had time to warn the other members, but it's too late now. The meteor's about to hit. It'll be in seconds now, the collision. I've just got to chart my escape coordinates, get everything ready, make sure I can get out of here, make sure I've got the right time. Goodbye, Afterlife SMP.